Hi friends, Simit here from InformedTrades.com. Today is March 10th, 2014. Time for our daily Forex chart review. Basically, in this session, we go through 20-some currency pairs. I take a look at the charts that I'm looking at in the Forex market, the daily charts, share the trades I'm placing. I'm a price action swing trader. Of course, this is only one way of trading the markets. We have a whole bunch of other information to help you learn not only just Forex, but other markets, a whole variety of techniques, fundamental, technical analysis, all sorts of stuff over at InformedTrades.com. We also have a community there. Register, check out our learning material, join, participate, and we can all learn together. Okay, let's get started. I like to start with basically the trades I have on at the moment. Euro pound, now this is a trade that I no longer have on at the moment because it hit my stop. I have a little bit of a losing stretch going here. I've had 3 losses in a row, which is not, in my style of trading, that's actually not unheard of, or not too much of a problem, because it's really I'm mainly looking for a few big wins to make it up. So on average I've been winning 40% of the time, less than half the time. The majority of my trades I place are losers. So 3 losses in a row is obviously not good, but it's not the end of the world, and nothing that I don't think I can bounce back from. Euro pound is one of the trades. I was short here at this dashed line. Then my stop got hit. Actually, I short at this black line here. Stop broke right through at the stop here. So that was a losing trade. That just my stop got hit this morning at the open this week. I also have on a Aussie Swiss. Let's get to that. Oh. Aussie Swiss. Okay. This is a little more encouraging. I went long at this, or excuse me, I went short at this this line here. Stop at this red line here. So we got some reversal candlesticks off the 50 moving average, and now we're headed back south. Looks like it, at least. No time for me to place any action. I will move my stop to break even. Let me at least put this line in here. If we can close. Oh, what happened? If we can close beneath this level and make it a bunch thinner, make it dashed, and make it orange. Okay, so we can close below that dashed orange line. That'll be when I move my stop to break even. Basically move my stop from this red line down to here. Until then, nothing else. Still just waiting. Positions going in my favor, which is nice. I like the price action so far, so that's encouraging. I have another short Aussie dollar position on, or another short Australian dollar position on. This one against the U.S. dollar. This one is very slightly in the money. It's basically at break even, but I shorted at this black line here. Stop at this red line. If we can, I'll put the break even point here, and it'll be it right here. And the way I'm putting this break even point is I'm selecting a near-term support level that it closes through. So here we see the market bounce off this. We see it bounce off here. Bounce off here. This level, 88.99, so basically 8,900. If the market can close below that, I think it establishes this as a resistance level, and then I can move my stop to break even, because I think it's safer to move my stop to break even. Right now, we might have a bunch of noise back and forth. I don't want to move it to break even until that point, until it closes below a supportive resistance level of some type. Okay, so that's Aussie dollar. That's also progressing well. So far, so good, but nothing, no action to take. Euro Kiwi is the other trade. Okay. Now Euro Kiwi, I'm long. I got long on this black line. Stop at this red line. I'm not going to move my stop to break even until we close above this orange line, right? And that orange line was a resistance level here, support here, support here. So you can see it as a resistance support level. Now we did a peak above it. I want to see a close above it though. Let's actually take a look at the 4-hour chart. Okay. So we'll see. Nothing to do at this time, really. This will be a so I'm risking this is a 6-to-1 reward risk, so that's pretty good. If we can go all the way up here on Euro Kiwi, we'll see. This is gonna be a volatile pair, so even though it's up nice in my account now, it's no no real cause for joy just yet. So that's Euro Kiwi, but that's also progressing reasonably well. Position that's at least in my favor at the moment. Okay, so let's go to the Australian dollar. Aussie Canada. Okay, and this is oh, what am I saying? I meant to go to the Australian dollar or euro Australian dollar. That was what I meant to go to. I just generally out of habit like to start my chart review with the euro pairs after reviewing the trades I have on at the moment. Okay, euro Australian dollar. Well, I'm trading this. I mean, this price action is a little tricky to me. This is basically very similar to the Aussie Swiss trade because euro and Aussie are very closely, or euro and Swiss are very closely correlated. So I see a potential opportunity of buying at this dash line 52.80, but I like Aussie Swiss better. So I'm just going to stick with that trade. I don't feel the need to have dual exposure since they're so highly correlated. Euro Canada, still waiting for that pullback. We've talked about this a lot over the past few weeks. It's been on quite a tear. I'm happy to ride this trend if we get a sufficient pullback. The really nice pullback was right here. I did not trade it. I was, in other trades at the moment. But let's see if we can come back here to that 50 simple moving average. I think that'd be nice. Okay, so it's Euro Canada. Euro Swiss, I have an entry order here. Yeah, this is just to illustrate. This range, 21.37 to 24, it stays in this range for a long time. It recently fell below it, and we saw a Morningstar pattern. Price broke right above it. Now price is at this orange line. This may actually be worth buying here because this is what it looks like on the weekly chart. I mean, you don't see much because it's so in such a tight range. This, incidentally, is when the Swiss National Bank said they would defend the 1.2 level when it fell below here. And then look at this, it fell all the way down to parity and then it shot back up. So we'll see how long they can defend it or if they can defend it indefinitely. I'm interested in going long, but I don't think I'm going to change my order. I think I want it to fall to down here, 21.37. If it doesn't fall there, I don't think I'll get filled. I very rarely trade Euro Swiss. In fact, I don't recall the last time I put on a Euro Swiss order. Euro Pound. Okay, yeah, this hit my stop. It's soaring now. We're still in a downtrend, so I am conceivably interested in shorting this, but not yet, not with that strong price action it has now. Let's see if we can get some down days or at least some indecision, a doji pattern or something that might signal the market's done. Euro yen. Okay, there's still, the yen is now soaring or declining rather. The yen pairs are soaring. I guess I just didn't get the pullback I was looking for. I really wanted to go to 137.80. Not happening. I don't want to chase. It is, one of the things that I'm thinking about is, how to change. I do get a lot of orders that don't get filled. That's generally okay. I'm generally okay with that because I want good fills. But I think there's room for improvement in terms of being less stringent with my requirements and still getting good fills. So the yen pairs, I'm thinking a little bit about that, about what I can do to to get the good fills that I want. I haven't figured it out yet, but I'll still be observing price action, see what I can learn. Constantly learning. That's really the name of the game. Euro dollar. Okay, this is going higher. Euro dollar is we broke past 39 yesterday, or the close on Friday. So we now have a pattern of higher highs in place, right? Here, this high was higher, this high is higher. So it's clearly a bull trend. In terms of a pullback, 138. I have difficulty bringing myself to buy at 138. We'll see. If we get a nice accumulation pattern there, maybe. I'd really prefer to buy at 136.85, right around here. We'll see if the market pulls back that much, though. So that does it for the euro pairs. Basically nothing at the moment. Pound Aussie, nothing that I'm trading at the moment. Pound Aussie. Yeah, Pound Aussie, like Euro Aussie, still waiting. Nothing here. Just waiting for more of a pullback. It's clearly an uptrend. If we can fall to 81.43, I think that'd be interesting. Pound Canada, it's going to be a similar story. Yeah, just waiting for a pullback. This is actually a potentially interesting counter trend trade. Now, last time I did that was with Pound Yen, and that didn't work out too well. So I'm thinking we'll see. Pound Canada is maybe something I'll come back to. Probably not, though. But maybe it'll be a counter trend trade that I put on. Let's see what it looks like on the weekly chart. Yeah. Well, it's still an uptrend, but it looks like it could be. I mean, this is definitely. I think you can make a strong case that this is a distribution going on at a resistance level. And then what would be the profit target? That's always the issue. You see, interesting. This is a major trading range that went on for 2 years basically before it shot up. So it's a huge accumulation pattern right here. Yeah, I don't think I'll go here, but basically you have another resistance level right here at 87.80. Well, maybe. So I could put my stop right like 86.80 or something like that. Stop at 86.80, short at 85.60. 120 pips, and you target all the way down here. Well, maybe. Probably not, but maybe. We'll come back to this. Pound Canada could be an interesting short. Let me at least add this one line here. There we go, and I'll make it red. Okay. We'll see. Potentially something to consider. So that's Pound Canada. Pound Swiss. Okay, now we are falling close to the bottom of the price channel. This is really interesting. Pound Swiss, I'll be keeping an eye out on this. That sort of rhymes. But right now we have huge red candles, so I don't want to enter on this. Instead, let's see if there's if we start seeing, some smaller candles or range forming, basically accumulation. We want to look for that, especially if it coincides with this bottom trend line here. And Pound Swiss is going to be very similar to Euro Pound, so we'll see if it's maybe time to. I got stopped out on a short Euro Pound trade, but maybe it's going to be time to go short Pound Swiss or Euro Pound again. Maybe I just got a little early. Looks like it's going to be time to go long pound Swiss perhaps soon, but we'll see. Don't want to enter on these big red candles, so let's see if let's look for when there's signs of exhaustion in that downtrend. Pound yen. Okay. Yeah, this is a pair that I tried shorting last week, got stopped out on. It's tempting to to short it again, but you know the thing with the yen is I'd rather go long yen pairs and trade the short yen perspective. Pound Kiwi. Okay, pound Kiwi. Nothing much here in my opinion. Just sort of in this range, and price action is a little unclear to me. I mean, we are at this. This is a support level of sorts. We'll see. I'm long Euro Kiwi. I feel like that's enough short Kiwi exposure for me at the moment. These crosses can be just so volatile, it's a little tricky. So I'm inclined to pass on it in light of the exposure I already have. Pound dollar. Okay, this is heading down, which is actually encouraging. If you recall last week, I had a synthetic. Oh, it's not really that encouraging. I had a synthetic. I was trying for a synthetic short pound dollar position. And the way I was doing that was long dollar yen and short pound yen. My short pound yen trade got stopped out. My long dollar yen trade never got filled. So the synthetic order I had in mind didn't really play out, but pound dollar is declining. Now, if it can fall to 65, 55, I'd be a very interested buyer. Until then, nothing. Let's go to the dollar pairs, dollar Canada. Okay, we're still declining here in terms of the pound Canada position that I'm considering, but probably won't put on. It is sort of supporting that because we have a pattern of lower highs, so I can see a case where this is a good short opportunity coming up. Dollar Swiss. Nothing here. It's keeps hitting new lows. Now waiting for the pullback. If we can pull back to 89.03, this line here might be interesting. A 61.8 Fibonacci line and a support level or resistance level. Excuse me. Until then, I don't want to chase it. Dollar yen. Okay, let's see if we can get a pullback to 101.30. Yeah, if we can get a pullback, that'd be a good fill. Other than that, nothing much. Dollar yen, dollar Singapore. Yeah, dollar Singapore is still. Yeah, I missed the boat. I should have gone long here. I mentioned that before. If we can fall back here, which would still make sense, we still have the 200 exponential moving average there. Still a 50% Fibonacci retracement. I'd be interested in buying there. Just to go back to dollar yen real quick. I feel like I glossed over that very quickly. Yeah, and so I had the order to go long here, and if it falls there, it's still a reasonable entry point. Other than that, I don't want to really do anything with dollar yen. Canadian dollar, Canada Swiss. Okay, let's see if we can get a pullback. Need to get a pullback all the way up to 82.33. Other than that, I don't see anything. Canada yen. Okay. Canada yen could be worth going long. I mentioned this before. So that's also encouraging for my short pound Canada position. I don't think I put both those orders on, so I'll consider something here. Yeah, I think where would the stop go? I think I'd be willing to take a longer term outlook here. Put the stop there, maybe. That's interesting. So we put the stop about 200 pips away, and we'd be targeting. This target would have to go all the way up here, at least. Let's see what it looks like on the weekly chart. Okay. Now this looks like something that I'm potentially interested in. Okay, so I'll probably put on a long Canada yen trade, and it'll be long at 92.34, stop at 90.42. So we're risking what's that? 92 pips, I believe. Yeah, 92 pips. And we'll be targeting. You'll see the target on the weekly chart. Risking here, the weekly chart is probably a clearer way of looking at it. All the way up here, 106.54, which is 1,400 pips. So it's going to be a reward risk of greater than 7 to 1. That's solid. But we'll come back to that. That is basically the trade I'll be looking to place at the moment. That does it with the Canada pairs. Let's go to the Australian dollar pairs. Aussie Canada. Okay, so we are getting, and InformedTrades member DREBG had talked about this, but he was short at this level. And it looks like it's turning out well. This is a resistance level. This is my target profit, from here, but my order didn't get filled, so it was a target profit on an order that didn't get filled. Now I agree, though. It looks like a good. The market is treating that as resistance. We see, this long wick candles here. Looks like this is a tight candle here. Could be heading ready to head back down. I will cancel my, just to make sure it doesn't get filled. Cancel my long Aussie Canada order. Okay. Aussie Swiss we looked at, Aussie Yen. Well, this is a very clear, so this is a resistance level, and we have a reverse inverted hammer, I think is the name for this pattern, but basically a long wick with a small body, and it's heading down, and this looks like it could end up being an evening star pattern. So definitely a bearish signal here, to have that evening star pattern form at a resistance level is pretty bearish. However, I won't be shorting it. For one, I only have capacity for one more trade because I have 3 trades on who are not at break even yet. And I think Canada yen going long that, I'd prefer to go long a yen pair rather than short a yen pair. But this could be an interesting trade, no doubt. I do like the technicals in some respects. Aussie Kiwi. Okay. Clearly in a downtrend here, it could be a good short, but I'd really prefer if it can happen over here at the intersection of this channel. So we see a little bit, I see a reversal candlestick forming here off of the 50 simple moving average, which is also where the 50% retracement is. If that can continue, if we can have some more tight candles there, I'd be interested in shorting. We'll see. Maybe by the end of the week or maybe the end of next week, we'll have a short opportunity. Aussie Kiwi, Aussie dollar. Oh yeah, and I already have this order on at the moment. Okay, so that does it for the Australian dollar pairs. Let's go to the New Zealand dollar pairs. Kiwi Canada. Okay, Kiwi Canada, nothing. It's just needs to give us a pullback. Kiwi Swiss. Well, this is basically Euro Kiwi, which I already have on at the moment. So these crosses I want to be careful with because I still have a little bit of difficulty reading them. So I don't want too much exposure to them. Um, the volatility makes it so choppy. Kiwi yen, but if we can get a clear trend on it, I'm definitely interested. And I thought the Euro Kiwi chart was pretty comfortable. Had a fair amount of technical indicators in it, pointing in that justified taking a long position, which so far is working out. Kiwi yen looks like it might be getting ready to head back south, which leaves me a little concerned about my Canada yen position that I discussed. But we'll see. I think ultimately that's still pretty good. Um, Yeah, this getting ready to look like it's heading down. So, anyway, that's Kiwi yen. I don't want to short that, although it is a little concerning that we are seeing a number of bearish signs on the yen pairs. Yen has really thrown me for a loop so far this year. Kiwi dollar. Well, this is actually really interesting. Do I have a short Kiwi dollar trade on at the moment? I do not. That might be the best trade of the bunch here. Yeah, short 85. Well, I don't think so because this is interesting. Just to share my thought process here, it's an interesting short setup right here. But the target profit, I couldn't justify a target profit that was below 83.92. So that means I'm only going to be gaining about 110 pips. And in general, well, this is actually, it's still not enough. It's about 120 pips, and I'll be risking, 45 pips. So 45 pips for that, I need to get at least 135 pips. 135 pips would put me at 83.75. So, well, that could be an interesting profit target. Let's see what it looks like on the weekly chart. Yeah, it's still an uptrend. That's the thing. Okay, so we're in an uptrend here, and on the daily chart, it kind of looks like a range-bound pair. But even then, on the daily chart, the moving average is sloping upwards, and we've had a good bit of a run up. So I don't think I'll be doing this. That's Kiwi dollar. Let's go back to Canada yen. We have a pattern of lower highs, or higher lows, excuse me, higher lows, and this could be an interesting long level. Well, let's look at pound Canada. Okay, I don't think I'm going to trade short pound Canada. I do think I will go long Canada yen. And I think I will go long at 92.34 and stop at 90.42 with my target all the way up at 106. Um, yeah, I think there's enough evidence to put this trade on. I'll have it posted on my blog or on InformedTrades exact specifics. That's about it. So it's one order going on, long Canada yen. Got 3 other trades on at the moment. That's the price action review for today. If you have any questions, anything you want to add, join us at InformedTrades.com. Thanks, and we'll see you tomorrow.